No, they're on the black rocks. That's where that's where you die, down there.
Take down!
Oh man, the kids are so feral. They don't even know what the lines in the road mean. It's so hard for us to come to the city. We're stuck right now in a hotel room for the night because we're going to a doctor's appointment tomorrow morning for Gavin. He has scoliosis, fairly severe version of it, and we're trying to get a game plan from the youth hospital here to figure out what to do. We've experienced with that before, but that's with their mother had scoliosis when she was 15, had surgery, and friends of ours have dealt with it, and it seems to be a genetic trait that's run through both sides of our families at different times with different people. So we're getting that checked out. Even though you're going to see some fun stuff that goes on, we kind of made the best of it. So we're out in Halifax Commons. Yeah, and we're too loud, but you can hear everything we say from the elevator. So that's why we're here at the Halifax Commons for a walk, an evening walk. Man, the rules are for some, and ours don't know any of the pedestrian rules. We got to work on that. Behind me here, you'll see, if you zoom in, there's ocean waves. They're actually enormous compared to the cove itself, which we are in right now. But when you look behind me, you see it is actually nothing more than a tiny inlet cove. Guys, if I was going to come here, I'd save it for September when there isn't all these people here. Well, this place turned into a tourist trap. Holy moly. See how there are black rocks down there? That's where these folks end up landing, and then when they slip in the ocean, they're gone. That's at least a couple people die here every year because they're not smart enough to stay off the black rocks. And some are just clumsy and they fall. So if you're wondering where you're going from here, you're going to Africa, Europe, and that way would be the Arctic Circle. Yeah. Man, this place. There's a guy right there. He's got the safety vest on, and whenever the people get down too close to the rocks, he ends up blowing the whistle. We have been here for maybe 10 minutes and he's had to blow it twice, and that's just in 10 minutes. People here are just so dumb. They don't understand that they're gonna go and get swept in the ocean and crushed in the rocks by the 15-foot waves that crash over those black rocks.
Just like that.
Massive. It's crazy. Tourists, man, tourists. Made unbelievable. Yeah, you're gonna go.
They're way too close.
No, they're on the black rocks. That's where that's where you die down there. Yeah. And I'm gonna get it on video when they go.
It's gonna go viral.
Yeah. Okay, so with the iconic lighthouse and the tourists that are just trying to constantly die in the black rocks, there's also one other thing. This is also ground zero for Swiss Air 111 recovery from the disasters about 20 years ago. And recovery efforts were actually maintained from over on the shore there. Every jurisdiction that we had dealt with the recovery. It was an ocean recovery, and parts of the plane and people were washing up on shore here at this iconic site. So this is one of the, it's almost a double point of interest. You have the Swiss Air 111 crash that washed up ashore here, and you also have the iconic lighthouse that's on so many postcards and part of the Tourist Bureau's main drive for years. So, I mean, with pleasure comes danger, and clearly there's no shortage of people who dabble in both when they're visiting this place. It's unbelievable.
I'm gonna climb up a steep hill. If you look at it, it's straight up. Comes Gavin. Let's climb up it. I'm not gonna use any hands. Oh, I'm gonna do it. Gonna do it. And I did it. Where do they shoot them from? There. There? Yeah, there. You should come up there. Up there. They're shooting cannons.
What's this, an exhibit?
No.
So this is neat. This is something that most people don't think about whenever they come to one of the forts or any of the historical sites that we have. Water. The actual embankment is higher than the fort because the fort's dug in, and in order to deal with water they have a gutter system that runs out, and it'll run out into the court and run down, I'm assuming, outside. Just neat. Look, there's big trenches of gutters. This is a powder house. This is where they keep all of the gunpowder in this storage room. Neat.
There's 100, like 200, plus like.
What's it called? First one, what's the answer? What is it? It's called a abacus. We are here right now. And sharp.
You traveled around a bit, and then you decided, I don't want to do another 2 years of this, I'm done now. And you decide to run away and try and hide from the military. Four major naval stations. So, including Halifax, there was Bermuda in the Caribbean, Gibraltar at the southern tip of Spain at the mouth of the Mediterranean, and Malta in the Mediterranean. So, if you can imagine what that looks like, it does form a triangle right around.
Yeah, that's...
Don't you dare touch it.
I just did it late.
Yeah, that's the gun. That's what it is. Yeah, that's what the gun is.
Yeah, slow.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
This is where they kept the cellmates. No.
Well, it looks like this is where they kept cellmates, but this is not. Even though it's prison and ball.
Just think about how high we are.
We are overlooking the city.
Can't see it very well.
And over to the front.
Yes, I do. Excuse me, I'm gonna go up to my room.
Oh, look at this slide. That would be fun. Let's do this. Take that!
Casey, was that you? Casey, was it you? She said, yeah. Yeah, it was. It was me.
Well, I can film it. Well, I can film it.
All right, we're home. So I know I left you guys hanging there about the doctor's appointment. We're going to talk about that in a second. We did get in there. One of the things that comes up with the two places in my mind, I'm just going to talk about these real brief. Peggys Cove has to be one of the most dangerous openly endorsed tourist attractions I've ever seen. And I mean, we've been to so many places over the years, from the west coast to the east. It's not just like, you know, go climb a mountain. It's, you know, you've built a building right next to the attraction for people to go visit, and there they are, as you've seen on the video, standing on the black rocks. The signage there, even though some of it is clearly posted, it's not in multiple languages, and some of the plaques that are on the ground are spoken in fisherman folklore language, meaning, you know, many a person has been claimed by the sea, admire it from a distance type of feely language, as if it's whimsical. It's a little bit more serious than that in my mind. People die there every year because they just stand on the black rocks and don't understand that the ocean surge and waves will take them out at any given time. Citadel Hill is another story. It's another great place to visit. As you can see, it's full of stuff that just the video doesn't capture, and we couldn't get all of it on video for you because then it would be unruly long for me. Citadel Hill has never actually been in a battle, and what most people think is that it was there to protect the city of Halifax from oceanside attacks. It's not. It was there to protect the city of Halifax from landside attacks. So the entrance to that fort is actually from the back, which is on the ocean side instead of the land side. Kind of a cool thing. Everything was protected and fortified, much heavier. The walls there for the moat around Citadel Hill are 40 feet. And if you think about it as a dug moat, 40-foot wall with buildings built in the wall and land put on top of them, you kind of get in your mind a picture of the entire fortress and how it was meant to be used and fortified and protect the people around it. And a lot of right angles, short doors for security. Great place to visit. Do the tour. The tour guides are young, they're volunteers, they work with the society, not the Parks Canada, and even if there's military personnel, they're typically volunteers there on the weekends yelling at and screaming like they did back in those days, because those guys are just having fun. So Gavin's appointment, not great news. Just like we expected, there's not much they can do. His back is something like 27 degrees, and the maximum it's allowed to go to before able to be treated with a body brace is 35. So we had a choice to make, and we're going to put him in a body brace right away. So in future videos, I'm sure you'll see he has a body brace on at different times doing different things. This isn't a comfortable thing for an 8-year-old to have on. Although they're very compliant with it, it's going to be body armor to him because it'll add a level of invulnerable penetrating protection to his carcass, which I'm not sure is a great thing, but we're going to make the best of it, and we're going to do that now so that we have the best chance of him having a easier time down the road. This inevitably is going to lead to more procedures, but we're trying to get it under control at such an early age. What was told to me is that they don't typically see this severe at this age so early. You're looking at usually around 12 years old, which is obviously a few years in the future. Guys, that's all I got for today. Thanks for watching. If you're interested in this kind of material content, if you're interested in following us along as we go through the journey, both personally with all the crazy stuff we got going on, the rebuilds, like, subscribe, even share it if you feel like it's something that other people would like to see and watch. It really does help. We're trying to build ourselves up here. We'll see you in the next one.